G'day viewers, and a special hello to any new subscribers. My name is Michael and welcome back to SingleRacer. And that's because this video is all about saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the new subscribers as well as my long-time regular subscribers for helping me drive through, pun intended of course, through the crucial initial YouTube barrier of 1,000 subscribers. But just on that point regarding the thank yous, I want to thank two groups. So for my new subscribers, just to let you know, as I've mentioned this before, is that I'll always have a timestamp in the description, and that lets you skip to either the external replay or the VR replay, depending on what's shown in the video at the time. And that way I understand you might not want to hear the thank you. So just check the timestamp and you can skip straight to the replay. And if you ever revisit any of my videos to watch again, you can just click on that timestamp and it'll take you straight to the action. And so now I want to thank the first group of people, and that's actually you, the sim racing community. I can't get over how great this community is, especially when you find other channels that kind of fit in with what you like personally, with what you like to race in sim racing games. And the first group is what I refer to jokingly as the Three Musketeers. They were, or the Three Amigos if you like. They were the three that I connected with when I first started the channel. And they are Alex over at the Extra Mile, Mike Smith at SimRacing 604, and Humble George, who actually created the skin for this car, the SingleRacer Special Edition skin that you'll see on the car that I'm particularly driving today. But I'd also like to give three honourable mentions, and I find this very tough because I naturally don't want to leave anyone out, but you know, I've probably got 30 to 40, maybe even 50 sim racing channels that I follow, so I'm naturally going to leave someone out. But the three honourable mentions go to Ferrari Man 601, who was the favourite channel of Mike Smith over at SimRacing 604 and has helped introduce me to F1 driving. Now, I'm not very good at it, and especially when I'm changing down gears, I'm hopeless at the F1 style, but he's helped me buy some mods that I would never have touched before, and I thank him very much for that. The other person is RigRacer, who I met on Alex's channel, The Extra Mile, through his Sunday Sub Showdowns. And the reason I connect with RigRacer, I think, is we're very level on our abilities. You know, the split is probably half-half, where he's beat me and I've beaten him, and it's a great competition racing against him. And the third honourable mention is a channel called Unknown Cicineg, who also created, as you might see here on the screen, the SingleRacer Special Edition skin for the Arbath 595, although technically it's the Arbath 500, but my joke is always with the Arbath 595 as the arguably slowest car in the slowest default car in Assetto Corsa. So what I'll do here is I'll just quickly go down, and I can see Ferrari Man 601 has got another few videos that I want to check out. So I'll just skim down here and you can see all the people, because I don't want to leave anyone out, and I thank you all, and each and every one has helped contribute in some way to me getting to 1,000 subscribers over the journey. And the second group of people that I want to thank are maybe naturally and understandably my own family. Each and every one of them, even though they don't all follow sim racing, have been very supportive in regards to the channel. But I'd like to probably give four honourable mentions, and they are to my Mazda 929 driving brother Richard and his two children, Ella and Jacob. Especially Ella and Jacob, my niece and nephew, who every time we get together they are supportive. Oh, I see you've hit 700 subscribers and now 800, and every time they see me, they give me some sort of uplifting comment about my channel, and they're very supportive, and they were actually the first two to thank me when I hit 1,000 subscribers when we had a family get together. And the second honourable mention goes to my brother Andrew, who I can honestly say I would not be as good a sim racer if it wasn't for his contribution. So we get together once a month, as I've mentioned before, but what's fascinating about that is that he has a completely different opposite style to me. He is fast into the corners, whereas I'm a bit more cautious and slow in, fast out technique. But what happens is we pick a car on a track, we hot lap it, and we get to almost, at times, world record pace by combining the two styles. So he watches what I do better, and I watch what he does better as we swap chairs and have a drive. And somehow we meld that together to be the ultimate lap, or the ultimate lap we can do personally. And for that particular ability to make me a better driver, I thank him very much. Now we're probably level as well, 51-49, and I'll let you decide which one is the 51. Psst, it's me, okay, just for the channel, it's me, alright? But yeah, we are very competitive towards each other, so thanks to him. Okay folks, so now onto the race itself, and there was only ever going to be one race that I was going to have for this special video, the 1000 subscriber special video, and that is with an honourable mention to the Australian Vintage Race Pack by Uncle M, which is also brilliant, but it's this pack here, the Assetto Corsa GrandPrix Legends pack by Bazza and DrDoomslab, and let's have a look at the pack. And here are all the cars that come with it, including the special edition skin by Humble George, and an absolutely awesome pack. And the reason I'm doing this video is it revisits back to my first video ever, which was a hot lap on this track here, the Monza 66 road course, the classic version of Monza, and I did a hot lap time which at the time was, I think, the third fastest that I could find on YouTube, and the second video was then a race featuring all the cars. But the difference is now that you've got this whole new level of Assetto Corsa, and that's why I wanted to go back and revisit this. So what I'm talking about is this program here, Content Manager. You also have Soul up here for the weather, amazing, as well as the shaders pack. So what a great way to revisit that first and second video by featuring this pack. Now let me show you the skin specifically as we go here, and I'll show you in the showroom here. This was done for me by Humble George. He took many hours, if not days, to do this, and I thank him still to this very day for doing that for me. Absolutely brilliant. But I do want to stress that what he did was a special edition SingleRacer car, which was beefed up and had extra performance and a different sound, and I featured that video before. But I just want to stress that this is just the skin taken, or the livery if you like, taken from that car and transferred into the Assetto Corsa GPLegends pack by Bazza and DrDoomslab. So it doesn't affect performance in any way. It's just a skin, but what a great way to honour that skin and revisit the race from the first and second video. So let's do that now. So this is Michael signing out for SingleRacer. I'll catch you next time. See you later. Okay folks, so here we are on Monza 66 with a field of 20 cars set to 100%. Let's go! Oh, and I got a great start. An absolute great start here. And I weave my way through. It's opening up beautifully. Oh, I've probably made up half the field already. Now, I've got to be very cautious here because, as you probably know, the AI tend to crash on this first corner. Oh, and there goes one already. Don't hit me, don't hit me. That's it. Now, for the beginning of the race, I'm going to drive the 20% rule, meaning 20% off full acceleration and braking. Just let them sort themselves out. Try and work around them a bit. I've got 7 laps. I did have 10 in the video, but I've changed it down to 7 because it was just too long. And let's just work our way through the traffic. Look at that. You can really see the tub format of these old cars. Really almost like a bathtub, literally. You can see the tubing there. It's quite amazing to look at as we work our way through the traffic. Now, I can't get around these two. They're blocking me on each side. Take it easy, especially in this corner. I tend to overshoot this corner so often. Put the power down, 3/4 throttle. It wants to kick out. This car almost has a strange behaviour to it, where it just almost crab-like, where the back wheels want to go beside the front wheels. It's quite weird. Come on, let's pass this Honda. Can I get past? Can I get past? Oh, just easy through here. I don't want to have a crash. Still driving at about 80 to 90% here, because this is what I call, I've got to be a bit careful here, but this is what I call the helicorsa racing, where you're all grouped together and your ideal line is totally thrown out the window, and I'm just trying to be gentle, be much smoother. See here, ease off. I even mucked that up. There we go. Or just touch the wall. Just a gentle tap, a love tap. No damage by the looks of it. So let's focus again, Mick, and let's see how we do. Now I can start to go a bit further, or a bit more acceleration, I should say. I'm in the clear now. Look at that beautiful wheel by Humble George. What a masterpiece this car is. Beautiful livery. As again, I take it easy. Now, what I try and do here now is get a good run out. Try and get the power down. See, it wants to kick itself out. I'm struggling with the torque always, but what a great car to drive. And now I should be able to catch these cars. Absolutely going flat out here, and now I've got this gap. I can start to focus on my HOTLAPS style, but here I'm pulling up to this car, so still got to be careful. Ease off, and it's gone too hard into the corner. I felt like it was going very deep, and that's why I eased off, but it's totally lost it, so that's one extra car out of the race. So I'll probably be around fifth spot or something like that. No, 4th, I think. And now it's just focusing on doing good laps. I love this. I turn a lot earlier than your brain wants to here. It's very deceiving. You go deeper on this track. The brain says to go deeper, but it's not the best line. As another car goes off. Oh, I hope it's not going to hit the bridge. Oh, that was close. I thought it was going to whack the bridge then. As I fly through this corner. Oh, the feeling of power of this car, sensational, but she's tricky to handle. And look at that sunshine on the brakes, and the wheel just looks fantastic. As again, I try and get a good run out, so I almost ease off a little bit and then try and get the power down smooth. And one of the things I notice as we come here to the Soul and Content Manager, look at the lights, how they light up. It looks absolutely magnificent. Just incredible with the sunshine as we fly past this car here. And you know what? I think that's Ferrari man up ahead. I think he's got the lead. Now, of course, I'm just joking. He's not actually driving the car, but let's pretend for motivation I try and catch him. And I think that's the Eagle. I think that's the fastest car in the game, so I've got a chance to win this. I've been told the Eagle is the fastest car after I called it the slowest, stupidly called it the slowest, but that was back in the old game where I wasn't a very good driver then. So let's now focus on catching Ferrari man. And Ferrari man, I'm not in a R-Bath 595 now, so you've really got some pressure on you. Oh, that was a bad laugh, wasn't it? Really, really fake laugh that was, though. Come on, Mick, focus, you're losing it here. Come on now, let's try and catch him. Now, here's a great example where, again, I go from helicorsa into hot lap mode. So now it's all about positioning myself to try and catch him. When I've come in too deep, so that was bad. I was more focused on him than the actual break points and everything. So, and this is a great example of where you know what to do, but you still do the wrong thing, and it's fighting that urge. Oh, I think I've got him. Get into the slipstream. I think I've got him. Yes. Beautiful. I got past him with 2 laps to go. Now my goal was, I thought I can get a 131 in this car constantly, and I was hoping for a 130. So now Ferrari man's out of the road, and I still got to watch my mirrors because he could still overtake me. But now I want to try and get a 131 or maybe even a 129. So let's focus here. Again, turn in early and hit that apex here, and I can slow in fast out. I can use all the power to come out of there really quickly. I love that style. I use this tanker on the right hand side as a kind of a marker to tell if I'm doing good or not, based on the time that I've set. Turn into this beautiful, keep the power down. That's it. That's really good. I'm happy with that. Now, I brake just before the Pepsi sign. Here, brake smooth. I tend to brake more gentle. I almost coast in. And that's better. That's much better. Now it's trying to get the power down. Try and hold it. It's fighting me the whole time. Get it down. That's it. Can I get lower than this 130? What is it? What is it? A 132. Alright, let's go for 129. I've done it before. Now let's try. I think that's my RSR times, the 129 something. So let's go for it now. Oh gee. It feels like the tyres are... I haven't got the grip that I had in the first few laps. It feels like the tyres are going off. But let's keep it up. 2 more laps to go. Now I don't want to throw it away, but I'll try. Yeah, it just... I can... Oh, there, I had to make a major correction. You can almost feel instantly when the tyres are going. See, and I'm sliding rather than having the grip that I had the few laps before, hanging on. So I might just have to sacrifice these last 2 laps just to keep the lead. Well, there he is in the mirror. So he's right behind me. Typical Ferrari man, there he is. Always the pest that he is. He's such a great driver. I'm only kidding, of course. It's just the AI, but it gives me motivation to beat Ferrari man. And it's probably the only time I'll ever do it. So yeah, I can feel the tyres going off. So let's get through this last lap. Bring it home. And what a great way to finish this 20 car field race. On Monza 66, this is the road course without the banking. The AI is set to 100% strength and 75% aggression. Although I do have to be honest and say they're not. Yeah, see the tyres are going. I can really feel it slipping. The AI at 100% aren't actually that fast. I did have it set to 10 laps, but in the few practice runs that I had, I just were beating them pretty easily over 10 laps, so I thought I'd make it 7 to have a bit more competition. As I can feel the tyres go now, so I'll just bring it home. Try not to crash. 2 more laps, corners to go. But what an awesome car. This is my favourite car in this game, or probably any game from the old GrandPrix game. Fantastic car. As we go the last corner, brake a bit earlier there, just to take the pace off, give the tyres a bit of a rest, nice and smooth. There we go. And look at my 3/4 acceleration here. See, just because you're fighting the car across the start-finish line. Now, I didn't particularly want to come first, but I was just hoping for a good battle, but there it is at 100%. As we take a look at this amazing car and the great dash. This is from Bazza and DrDoomslab. I'll have a link in the description as we wait for all these other cars to pass now. I just want to thank everyone again, all my subscribers and any new viewers that are watching this. Thank you again for pushing me past that 1K mark now. Now, unfortunately, you're going to see ads, of course, but I can't help that. But thank you again. So, as the cars finally pass, let's hop out. I think I'm waiting for one more, am I? There he comes. It's the final car. Let's take a look at the field now. That looks beautiful. To me, that just looks absolutely awesome. I love these classic cars. Look at the brakes, all the detail on this car. And there's Humble George's lime wheels, lime, what do they call them? You know, the lines to the fuses and the red headers there. Beautiful. As we sit in and take one final look at this awesome wheel. So this is Michael signing out for SingleRacer. I'll catch you next time. See you later. Okay folks, so just one final thing. I mentioned my RSR time, so I thought I'd quickly re-put the car into the pits to show you that time. As we take a closer look at the dials there, we've got the temperature and the gear lever there, the beautiful wooden gear lever. So there's my official time. So if you feel like having a go and you want to try and beat that, I set the car up, gears, tyres, everything. So if you feel you can do a better setup and beat that time, have a go and see how you go on RSR. Okay, see ya.